Hello, my friends and all students. Today we are going to discuss the poem Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. This is the poem for our study for the same FI in the paper Indian Writing in English. The poem is written down by Nissim Ezekiel, who was born in 1924 in Mumbai, and he has got the master's degree in literature from Mumbai University. And after that, he got his philosophical degree from University of London. He later became the department head of English in Mitibai College, Mumbai. Goodbye Party Miss Pushpa T.S. This poem is a monologue. Monologue means when one person is talking about one incident, what he is seeing. Here, Miss Pushpa is going to other country, and for the farewell of that lady, the party is organized, and the person is saying the praising words for Miss Pushpa. What he is saying, that at the beginning of the work, the speaker says that Miss Pushpa is going to different country and states that she is a sweet person. Just like I say, it is a praising words are there, sentences are there by the speaker for Miss Pushpa. Here one thing is there here. Look here. Nissim, I will discuss the things behind the poem afterwards. So when Miss Pushpa T.S. party is there, so the speaker is saying that Miss Pushpa is a very sweet person and she is going to a different country, and in her honor the party has been given. He explains that the woman comes from a prominent family, and after that he started saying about the family background of Miss Pushpa. While saying this, he started going into his own memories, that how he was and how he is. And coming back to present time, he said that Miss Pushpa is a very popular person in the field, and who is very kind and always willing to help others. Again, these are, we can say that these are the praiseworthy lines. And here the writer is saying, or the speaker is saying about the good qualities of Miss Pushpa. What he said, that Miss Pushpa is a very popular person. And always, why the popularity is there? Because always she is saying to the work given by others. If anybody says that please you do this work, she says yes. Means no, the word not comes out of her mouth. Because of this, she is very famous into that office. At the end of the poem, the speaker asked the others at the party to give their own speeches about the party's in party's honor. And after saying this, whatever he is praising, and after praising, the speaker said to others, he invited to others that please come and say something about the skills and about the reputation of Miss Pushpa. When we are talking about the Miss Pushpa, the goodbye party for Miss Pushpa T.S., here one thing I want to say, that Nissim Ezekiel, who was born in Mumbai, at that time it was Bombay, and local dialect was there. Newly educated people were there, and they started adopting the English language, and they started giving the impression before the English people that these Indians, at that time, those Indians, they have got much knowledge about English language, and they try to impress the English people. At that time, these people were called the Indian Babus, because after getting some knowledge about the English language, they were appointed as a clerk or as in a clerical post into the offices. One thing is there, still we are finding here, that this is a one, you say, demerits you say, or it is a skill you say, you can say anything, that in India, there is a habit in Indians that all the time they are using present continuous tense. Here, Nazim Ezekiel has given so many examples that when we want to say something into simple present tense, but instead of simple present tense, we are using, it is the habit of Indians that we are using present continuous tense. For example, here this there, just like first 2-3 lines are there. Friends, our dear sister is departing for foreign in 2-3 days. That the things are there. Here 2-3 days. Our dear friend is departing to foreign country into 2-3 days. Just like we are speaking in Hindi or in Marathi, in the same manner, the speaker is just like translating the local language into English language. Again, one example is there. You are all knowing, friends, what sweetness is in Miss Pushpa. Line is there. You see what the line is there. You are all knowing, all knowing. Instead of you are all knowing, he has to say that you all know. But no. Here present continuous tense is used by the speaker just like this. You are all knowing friends. Then again in the next lines are there. Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling. When she is moving into the gathering of the guest, what the speaker said that Miss Pushpa is smiling and smiling. After listening, after meeting, after understanding how the people are just like welcoming her, she is smiling and smiling. That again, this is one example of present continuous tense. Again, there is one example is that Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. Again, present continuous tense. It is not necessary to use this word, Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. Instead of this, he has to say that Miss Pushpa belongs to very reputed family. But again, as I can say that this is the habit of Indians, and particularly at that time, that whatever the babus were there, they are try to use ornamental language, English language before the public, or you say before the educated people. So he is saying that Miss Pushpa is coming from very high family. Again, one line is there. I am not remembering now which place. Surat. Yes. Once only I stayed in Surat. Again he is saying, just like in the first line, what he said, that our dear friend is departing to foreign in 2-3 days. Means exactly he doesn't know that after how many days she is going. In the same manner, he is saying that she is coming from very reputed family, and I think the place belongs to in Surat or somewhere. Again, he is somewhat confused. And when Surat is there, he started telling about himself. That once upon a time I was in Surat and how I passed my life in Surat and how my family was there. And again, he just like changed the track. Instead of praising, he started talking about his past tense. And again, he came back, and what he says, Miss is never saying no whatever I or anybody is asking. This is the sweetness. How she is, or why she is very popular among the people in that office. Why? Because Miss Pushpa is never saying no to anybody. Always she is saying to yes for any work. And now, last 2-3 lines are there. Now, I ask other speakers to speak, and afterwards, Miss Pushpa will do summing up. Again, look here how the Miss Pushpa will do summing up. What we have to say, that if I conclude myself, and after that, if anybody wants to speak, speak in praise of that Miss Pushpa, and after that, Miss Pushpa will give her opinions. But what the writing is there, that Miss Pushpa will do summing up. That particularly what you say, the thing is given about the Indians here, that how Indians were in the habit of using present continuous or continuous form of the language or tense particularly. So this is the example of this particularly using of language by the Indians. And after that we can say that goodbye party for Miss Pushpa T.S. This is one poem for the same 5 for the special class this year. So I think that this poem is, I think I discussed the poem in a very clear-cut manner, and you can understand how praising language is used by the speaker. And particularly I say before that it is a monologue. Monologue means when one person is talking about some incident alone. This is called mono. Mono means one. Monologue means when one person is talking, when one person is saying, when one person is repeating something before the audience. So this is about Goodbye Party, Miss Pushpa T.S. And this poem is from Indian Writing in English paper. Thank you for listening. See you in next